All right, all right, all right. Hello, everybody. It's your girl, DAZZLE, and I'm back for another tarot reading. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload and when I go live. And if you would like to book a private reading, all you have to do is go into my description box. Everything will be down there. And I like to tell everybody, everything I do here when it comes to tarot is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. And so modern science can come up with a mathematical equation that the metaphysical science is in fact a valid form of science, and all forms of divination are in fact valid tools of science. Okay, so it will make sense because this is a follow-up reading. It will make sense to listen to the previous reading, and I'll just tell you what happened from there, right? I will say this though, because I did this initial reading, I felt the need to reach out to Alexyss Tylor, and when I did, she heard me and basically she reached back out to me, and that's how we ended up doing that interview. And since then, we've been forming a relationship. I feel like, it hasn't been a bad one, and to be honest, it made me want to. Okay, so with the relationships I've been forming so far, as far as the YouTube community and the spiritual community on YouTube, I've been called to move towards it more. I'm always a analytical, scientific, type of person. So I never really wanted to be that one that dives too deep into spirituality. But I feel like this year I am being called to do so. So I am happy that spirit has guided me. My ancestors has guided me to different people, and I'm happy for making these connections that are long lasting. And I'm happy for those people who have been pushing me to do other things on YouTube. And also, I've decided to get out of drama sectors because, I had a thing with drama sectors, girl. My mouth is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, I used to like the drama, right? And I am no longer going to be in those sectors anymore. I'm going to really shift this platform. And I am happy to have met Alexyss Tylor. I'm happy to have come across. Well, I came across Goddess Raven Botanica. I've been came across her, but I'm happy to meet her back on this road again. And so I'm happy to work with her in the future. And even Colorful Foresight, who I met along the way, even though I may not have been ready to do certain things, but I'm ready to work with her as well and do some content with her as well. So I'm just so happy about that. I was supposed to do this live earlier. However, today is Christmas Eve and I had to wake up and be on the go. I did not realize how many things I had to do. So I had to make sure I wrapped Christmas gifts because I was not finished. I had to check on my family. I had to do errands. I had to do it all. Right now, I'm making the seafood boil that I've been said I was going to make for Christmas. So that's in the oven right now, in the oven bag. You know how you got the turkey bag? So with the seafood boil, I am doing sausage, corn, mussels, shrimp, crab legs, all that in there. And I think I put some Cajun seasoning in there, some Old Bay, some garlic, some lemon, all butter, all types of good stuff like that in there. So I can't wait till that is finished. And then afterwards, me and my babies have to make cookies. So if you hear anything in the background right now, that is my dog, Lex. Lex want to be great and out the cage, but however, I cannot trust him while I'm doing this live while he's out the cage because he likes to eat up stuff. He is chewing up everything around here, girl. Eventually, I'm not going to have a house and a home because it's all going to be chewed up. Messing with Lex. Like, he's like an old English bulldog, and I love him to death, but he is just chewing up every goddamn thing around this motherfucker. I didn't even know that dogs can chew up wood. I got wooden chairs. He chewed up 2 wooden chairs, my guy. Like, really. Mm-mm. But it's crazy. But anywho, I'm gonna start this off by listening to my previous reading. And then I'm going to hit on certain points about this whole thing. And I'm going to talk about people like Jamila the Heretic Witch. I'm going to talk about Shannon McGee. And I'm going to talk about Alexyss K. Tylor. Right? Now, and when I do, people are going to be shocked about how I speak on it, because it's not going to be biased. It really isn't. Because I'm going to tell y'all why, but I have to let y'all hear the previous reading, the initial reading. All right? That got us to this point. Let's get into it. Hello, everybody. Where, she called her on 3-way, and basically it was a time where, she told her baby daddy, who's currently in jail, that she would get Alexyss K. Tylor to do some work for him to get all his charges dropped. And so I guess he gave her the money, but she never told Alexyss K. Tylor that at all. And so she called him one day, and this might not be in chronological order, but I'm just telling you some instances that they were going through. Right? So she called her one day and was like, well, called her on 3-way with her baby daddy that's in jail. And her baby daddy was like, well, I paid you to do some work, and you ain't do it this and third with my money yet. So she like, well, I did not agree to do any work for you. And that's for one. For two, the amount of stuff that you got to do work for, no one spiritualist will ever tell you that they would do that. You need a whole, what she said, you need a whole covenant. Mind you guys, I tried to speed it up until it's close to the reading, but I'm talking on here, and I'm talking about, what I had gathered, as far as the tea. But let's go into it. To get all them charges off of you. Right? That's what she said, right? So basically, in a nutshell, allegedly you didn't even tell her about it, which means that allegedly you kept the money. But you would think as 47 and another older person, 2 older adults who have children and things like that, I mean, you would just want to just leave it alone. Y'all can just go y'all separate ways and live y'all adult life, right? But it didn't go like that. So for some reason, it was back and forth on the phone, text messages, harassing calls, voicemails, showing up to people's house, throwing bricks at their house, telling them to come outside so they can allegedly do something really horrible to them. Then there's the police being called, then there's restraining orders, and now you got Miss Shannon McGee with her own YouTube channel that appears that it's only about discrediting Alexyss K. Tylor, quote unquote, taking up for herself, saying that she's not doing this, she's not doing that. Alexyss is crazy and she's stalking her and things like that. And believe it or not, she's getting a lot of views, and basically people are believing it. So, but my thing is, I understand there's 2 sides to every story, but we do have to look at things as they are. For one, she wanted to call Alexyss Tylor a devil worshiper. Now, here's my thing. You're calling her the devil and this, that, and the third, and you're Muslim and stuff. What business did you have then being her assistant and getting candles and stuff like that to put on her spiritual altar? You know what I'm saying? You had no business doing that then, if that's what she's doing. If she's a scammer, then technically you should have known that by all that time you was working with her, you ain't feel like that, but you're still working with her and you're still doing stuff for her. And then the other part I didn't like was that, the minute that you fall out with her on Mad Day, now you want to post her stuff online. If she's a hoarder, she could be a hoarder. You know what I'm saying? That's her house. She can do what she want to do at her house. How is her being a hoarder affecting you? At the end of the day, You as a 47-year-old, I would think you'd be more coof than that. You're mad because she called your job. But if we're going to be honest and be real. Hey, Vernetta. Hey, Vernetta Lucas. Everyone, please like this video as you guys are coming in. I'm letting you guys hear my previous reading so we can get up to date and everyone knows what I said previously. And so we can do this updated reading. You came to her house and you went online with your work shirt on. And you was threatening and doing all this, that, and the third to this woman with your work shirt on. So if she calls your job, it's because you the one that let the cat out the bag. So that was on you. There is accountability there. So I did a pre-reading and I didn't like how I did it initially. So I'm going to do this reading over again. But in my pre-reading, I promise you on Shannon McGee, I'm trying to figure out why she thinks so highly of Alexyss K. Tylor, but she's still outside trying to fight her and this, that, and the third. Like, it kept coming up like she was the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands, this is somebody that got respect, that's respected out here. You know what I'm saying? From doing their thing, for being an entrepreneur. So you respect her. And Alexyss K. Tylor does look nice looking, and she is a witch. So technically, if you want to say it like that, the Queen of Wands is a witch. Boom, there you go. She got magic. So she do her thing, and she know how to work it. And she's a good entrepreneur, and she got some type of money. Okay, so hey, you said Renetta said hi. She said that what she get. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Exactly. And Fire Tribe says, yes, Queen Jerk came back stronger than ever. Seems to me she's a beast to be reckoned with. I know that's right. I'm going to do this again. How does Shannon McGee, and this is going to be me being fair, on her end. What's her energy on her end? What's going on with her? 1, 2, 3. Okay, the Justice card comes out, the 6 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. Okay, so this makes sense because you have the 5 Cups in the reverse, and you have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so she's about to use this. She's about to make her next move, her best move, right? She feels like because there's a lot of people coming to her about Alexyss K. Tylor, and I'm pretty sure it's people in her comment section and those types of stuff. She's feeling like she's getting her justice because just as well as people like Alexyss K. Tylor, there's a lot of people who don't like her, So you got that. And then you got the 6 of Wands. She feels victorious, but she is still an aggressive person. Remember that, y'all. Okay, so that's what she's in. She's sitting pretty. She thinks that she is it. She think that she won this. She think that she got her justice on YouTube, on social media, and she won, right? Also, the 4 of Wands is her building her platform, building her community. She's going to build a community online that doesn't like Alexyss Tylor, that feels like she's a scammer. And she's going to just do all types of stuff and say whatever she wants to because she's feeling vindicated, okay? You got the Page of Pentacles right here. The Page of Pentacles is a new opportunity. So she feels like she is in a new opportunity. There's a new money opportunity. So just like she's saying Alexyss Tylor getting all this money and all this other stuff from YouTube, now she can do that, okay? So that's what she's going to use it for. So that's what's going on. That's her energy right now. So let me see. How does she feel about Alexyss K. Tylor? How does Shannon McGee feel about Alexyss K. Tylor? 1, 2, 3. She feels like she's the Queen of Swords. Also, the 9 of Wands is in the reverse. And she feels like the 7 of Swords. Okay, so. And then it's the Page of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so. Here's the thing. Alexyss K. Tylor is the Queen of Swords because she's an older woman, right? This is someone with wisdom. But wisdom comes after an ordeal. So So she feels like Alexyss K. Tylor, she can acknowledge that Alexyss K. Oh, okay, Fire Tribe. She said she's been building it on Lipstick Alley like a coward she is. Ooh, wow. Please like this video, you guys. Right now, currently, I'm just going over my previous reading, so I'm gonna let you guys listen to it. That was the initial reading that I posted, and I am going to be doing an updated reading after this one. Tylor been through a lot, and including the stuff that she been through with you. And there's wisdom, but it comes at a price. Okay? So Alexyss K. Tylor isn't lying about this girl. Okay? So, but it's bittersweet because it's messed up. I've gained some wisdom about this girl and about people who want to come towards me. So if you can acknowledge that, that means that you know you're wrong about something. And this is someone who's usually by themselves. The Queen of Swords could be by themselves a lot, you know. So it is that, and she is vocalizing the truth. The Nine of Wands is in the reverse. This is someone, it's almost like they take a position that make it hard for everybody else. So to be honest, the fact that she's telling the truth. But the problem is it makes it hard for Shannon because Shannon is getting her job called and Shannon is being talked about online. So it makes her look bad. So it makes it hard for her. Also, the Seven of Wands, though, she also feels like Alexyss K. Tylor is basically standing her ground. So my whole thing is, you know why she's doing that. Because you know what has happened, what's led up to that. So how can you acknowledge that, but then make it seem like she hurt you? Does that make sense? Spiritually, it's acknowledging that through tarot. But vocally online, you're saying somebody hurt you. And the advice right here is that, look, this is when, this is sad. Right now, here's what I'm going to say with this advice card. Right? The last energy. This is what it can be: bad news, naivety. That means Alexyss K. Tylor was naive. Okay, so she didn't really think twice about dealing with a Shannon McGee. So you have an older woman who can be eclectic, who can be different, who can be a spiritualist, live by themselves in the house, could be a hoarder, could not be. Oh, well. But she trusted somebody. And for that person to acknowledge that Alexyss K. Tylor is naive, that means that you took advantage of this lady. Okay? So I'm going to just ask, did Shannon McGee take advantage of Alexyss K. Tylor? Now I'm just do one card. 1, 2, 3. Yes, and she got what she wanted. That's 6 of Wands. Why did Shannon take advantage of Alexyss K. Tylor? Why? 1, 2, 3. There was a Tower moment, or the fact of the matter is there's old behaviors that she doesn't want to get rid of, right? These are old habits. Old habits die hard. Not learning from a Tower moment. And then there's the Sun in reverse. It's a self-centered card. So to me, I feel like she's doing what she's always done. She looked at Alexyss K. Tylor, and she thought this was a new venture. This was expansion. She wanted to expand. And then the Two of Wands is the reverse, but it's just that with her, it didn't work out with her the way that she wanted to. So then there's some type of frustration between her and Alexyss K. Tylor, but it's more so coming from Shannon, because she's the one that's been doing what she's always done, and it's self-centered. But all in all, she wanted things to go her way, and she wanted her come up. So her YouTube channel and people coming to her and all those views that she's getting and the money that she's going to get, she's going to feel like she was right. that's why. Wow. And then it's the devil right here. This is a gold digger right underneath her here. Self-centeredness and gold digging. That's why. So I really feel like she was using Alexyss K. Tylor. And I feel bad for Alexyss K. Tylor because it's a couple of reasons why I want to say that. For one, a lot of people feel like when you live by yourself, well, they don't see you with a group of people and they think you don't have a community around you, like in your vicinity. They try to take advantage of you. And then I noticed how she was talking to the next door neighbor and stuff. I do feel like they had some stuff going on as far as talking about her and isolating her. I do feel like that based on that, because you didn't come because you sincerely liked her. You came because you was jealous of her. And that devil card is a gold digging card. So you came to get money or get what you could out of her or out of a situation. That's for one. That's what people do when they get you by yourself. Little do you know, people will misuse and abuse you if you're not around everybody, and when you're isolated or when they think you ain't got nobody. And then what they do is they gaslight and manipulate and lie to the public and say, oh, I didn't do this and I didn't do that. I didn't do this. Oh, she's crazy. She's crazy. But all in all, you're really doing that to somebody. And not only that, I think at one point she was trying to deny coming to her house and doing what she was doing. See, that's why Alexyss K. Tylor needs to keep recording every single thing. Because if it wasn't for her recording stuff and uploading, she would keep doing exactly what she was doing, how she's doing it. Because for real, she just wants to harass Alexyss K. Tylor in peace. Because not only did she come to take from her, she's jealous of her. So, and she feels like she can get away with it. So she's going to continue to try because she wants something from her. She wants to take. Okay, so that's the problem with Shannon McGee. Also, the thing with spiritualists is that y'all got to realize that we attract people. And a lot of people are unhealed. So they get attracted to people with a light that's shining a little brighter. And a lot of times, it doesn't matter if they mean to hurt you. The fact is, they have trauma. So they're going to hurt you on purpose or by accident. Because hurt people hurt people. And they don't mean to, they'll do it. You know. And then they'll feel like they're right. And then when they don't want to face their trauma, they don't want to have their tower moments, they want to be stuck in the things that they do. As in, like, you're 47, still doing childish stuff. Because if she was that bad, you could have just stayed away from her. You know, but no, you want to try to do the most and put your job at risk. Don't you have to work? Don't you have to be around? Don't you have to raise kids? Don't you have to do all this other stuff? All that stuff is unnecessary. And that's not me judging. I'm just saying. I know this. But hurt people. But I kind of feel like she needs to keep her safety up because I do believe this woman will still sit there and try to harass and stalk her. Am I correct? Is she going to come back to her house? Please like and comment and subscribe to this channel. Please give me a like. Like I said, I am currently going over the previous reading so we can go over the current reading, do an updated reading. And thank you guys for coming. And you get a moment and try to harass and stalk this lady, even though that this lady at this point is calling the police and trying to make sure she get restraining orders, whatever she's trying to do. 1, 2, 3. Yes, the Knight of Swords is aggressive. She's going to harass her. She's going to be online harassing her, talking mess about her. She's going to be leaving voicemails. She is purposely giving her address online. She's doing it on purpose, okay? You want somebody to do something to her, too. You see what I'm saying? So while y'all sitting there loving the hell out of Shannon McGee talking about this lady, I hope y'all listening to what she's saying because she's sitting there giving her address so someone else can go and hurt her. So, yeah, she's going to be very much so cyberbullying. She's going to be harassing her phone number. She might want to change it, and she might want to, a very argumentative card. She might want to. And that, she might want to come to her house, okay? She might want to. Because even though she do what she do, as far as she's concerned, she's entitled. She feels like she should be able to do what she wants to do. Selfish behaviors. She should be able to do that. She should be able to harass somebody in peace. So I hope when y'all are sitting there, vocally being behind her and like, yay, Shannon, yay. I hope y'all know that. So if anything happened to Alexyss, it's because y'all amped her up online and made her feel vindicated. So how is this end for Shannon McGee? Is Shannon McGee going to have to face some type of charges if she keeps going? 1, 2, 3. Shannon McGee is going to find herself having to defend herself and not being able to. Okay? That's what's going to happen. The Ten of Swords is in the reverse. She needs to get over that shit. And she needs to take a break. Because I feel like a lot of the stuff she's dealing with, she's taking out on Alexyss. And, that's what it is. She has trauma. Okay, so she needs to heal. So I hope she heals. But that's what I got for you guys. I love y'all for real. Peace. Okay, you guys. Okay. So thank you guys for listening in to my previous reading. So now you guys see what I initially said about the situation. And I'm going to tell you guys for real. I'm going to take the avatar off in a little bit so you guys can see my reading. But I do have to have this conversation. So I wanted to do this reading. And something told me to do it like I would do my clients. Treat these people like my clients. Okay? So what I did was I had to do a pre-energy reading. I had to scan through the energy. And I had to figure out what it was. Okay? The reason why Jamila the Heretic Witch is going to be in this because, before this whole thing, I followed everybody because I love listening to everybody. And she was one of those who I followed, right? As far as subscribe to listen to. And sometimes I come out the bushes and sometimes I would not. I never knew most of, I got a taste of, hold up. And mind y'all, I'm just getting over a cold, y'all. So that's why I'm coughing. If y'all hear me cough, excuse me. But, yeah. So I didn't know, right? Because I was in the tea sector. I was in the black tea sector and the black beef sector. And they called it the Section 8 sector. They gang bang online for real. I would entertain that, right? And I'll do readings on that, right? That's why a lot of times if you look really deep down in my readings, you'll see me talking about different YouTubers in that sector. So, but when I came over to the spiritual sector, the black spiritual sector, they were doing the same thing, right? But I didn't know that Alexyss, Tylor, and Jamila had an issue until I started speaking with Alexyss K. Tylor, and then when I actually seen Jamila, and I realized who she was talking about, so that was that. That's why she's about to be in here, because she has connected herself with Shannon McGee. Apparently, allegedly. And like I said, I'm going to focus on them as clients and not as just some celebrities that or YouTubers that I don't know. I don't give a fuck what the fuck I say or how I say it. You said Queen IC. You said Alexyss is very entertaining, but bizarre. Yeah. So I decided something told me to shift my energy like that. And so my initial thing was, I said, what is this? What is this? Tell me what this is. And I drew the 5 of Wands. the Five of Wands clarified by the Six of Wands. And that's why I said, oh boy, this is what this is. Okay, so it's conflict. People at odds. People only see their own side and not the other. It can be jealousy. It can be competition. It can be stubbornness. It can be ego. And that's what this is. And that's not what spirituality is. You know, I'm more logical and stuff like that. I'm that type of reader. People think that you have to, and this is the biggest thing about reading tarot. People think that you have to be some type of religious figure, or, you know, be all up in like some type of religion, or be all up in some type of spirituality or some type of stuff. No. I know tarot readers who are not none of that, and they're fucking awesome. Okay? You don't have to do none of that to read tarot. Okay? That's why I'm going to have my tarot courses on January the 8th. It's going to drop, and it's free. It's going to be on YouTube. So if anybody wants to read, they can, right? I'm not going to put it behind the paywall. I'm not going to make you pay for anything. I'm shifting, and that's what it's going to be. So if you want to learn tarot, but you don't want to be initiated into anything, or you don't want to have to be holier than Timbuktu, I don't know. You can just come on my channel. I'm going to put it on a playlist, and you guys can just rock out with your cock out. So when I seen the Five of Wands, I knew what it was. Okay? So what I had to do was I had to pray on it, right? And it's just so funny because, you know, I had talked to Alexyss Tylor yesterday. And the funniest thing was that I don't really talk about my family or, you know, the ins and outs and what they go through. And, you know, she connected with my grandfather that passed away. And my grandmother has been on here before, right? And I kept telling her that my grandmother likes her. My grandmother has an altar and things like that. She had one, but she wants to rebuild her altar. Okay. She connected with my grandfather, and they connected in that way. And I allowed her to speak to my grandmother. Right. And it was a beautiful thing for my grandmother. My grandmother went to sleep that night very happy, very excited about what she heard. And to be honest with you, Alexyss Tylor is someone who's a medium, okay? Because certain things that she said. Now, when you actually get a reading done, don't say shit, okay? Let them get it all out, and then say something afterwards, okay? So when she was telling me initially certain stuff, I didn't confirm or deny anything. I just shut up and let her talk, right? And by the end of it, then I started validating what she was saying. And then that's when I let her talk to my grandmother, and my grandmother and her talked for a while. But they got disconnected after a while because of internet services and stuff like that. But yeah, so she is that. And so I'm forever grateful for that, because she really did help my grandma, you know, feel good about certain stuff. And my grandmother called me, and she said when she goes to sleep, she's going to dream of her man, you know, and she about ready to get her chocolates and all, you know. That's something that me and Alexyss Tylor know about, whatever. But I seen this, and before I said that I was going to do a reading on anybody, I have to pray on this. And I have to come very unbiasedly. Okay? I don't care what I said. I know what I said. And it wasn't wrong. But it was situational. Okay? So when I do this updated reading, I need to be honest. That's what I thought to myself. And so I went ahead and I gathered my oracle And it was Denise Lynn, the Native Spirit Oracle. I love this deck. Look it up on YouTube. I'm not YouTube. You can look it up on Amazon, eBay. Native Spirit Oracle. And I pulled one card for each person that I want to talk about today. The first card I got for Alexyss K. Tylor was the Spirit of Air. The card that I got for Shannon McGee was the Medicine Bag. The Medicine Bag. And the card that I got for Jamila was the Talking Stick. And that was something for real. And I meditated on it and I went to sleep. Okay? No, I'm not the biggest spiritualist in the world. I call myself a baby spiritualist that's always ready to learn. But my ancestors come to me in my sleep. Okay? So I had this dream. This dream in particular, I seen my granddaddy again. You know, my granddaddy come to me, right? You said Jamila is disgusting. Okay. So I had this dream. So it's this, I don't know why. I think she's not white. She must be Persian or Latino. Older woman, older than me. And in my dream, we had our Glocks out, right? And we was pointing at each other, shooting each other in the face. Okay. So that was my dream. And then my grandfather was in there. So when I woke up, I had to look up dream of being shot in the face. So I had to look at it, right? So what it says is that being shot in the face is not only horrifying, but is an act of anger and aggression against you. Your face is your self-identity, self-esteem, and how you are viewed by others. Perhaps you are trying to change one of these three in an angry, aggressive manner, which is sure no one would advise you to do. All of us have to change, and change is the only thing that is constant in our lives. Often we change because we are forced to, as in a series of bad relationships, health issues, from workaholism, etc. Embrace the changes coming in and change for yourself and not others. Okay? So the fact that I was shooting somebody else in the face and they were shooting me in the face means that not only do I have to change about how I view things, right? And how I speak on things. Other people have to change about how they view things and how they speak on things. There is no anger and aggression that needs to be held, right? So that's for one. So when I woke up, I decided to say, okay, I meditated on this. I could come in a certain way. I could be pro Alexyss and everything she says is right and kiss her ass and say fuck Shannon and fuck Jamila. They're less than human and fuck them. But that's coming in aggressive and coming in out of misplaced anger, misguided judgment. I don't need to do that. Okay. So then I said, okay, well, it's time for me to come up with my stuff, right? And before I get online, and I had to, and it's funny because I had to do all these other things because at the end of the day, I have a real life that is demanding. So the first thing I did was, I looked up what was for Alexyss K. Tylor, right? And I'm going to just be biased, unbiased, and honest. Yes, that's what that dream was. Don't come with aggression. Never come with aggression. I decided to talk to them like I would talk to a client. Okay? So what I did was I'm breaking it down because I'm going to tell you it's going to be an updated reading, but I got to break all this down because everything means something. Okay. And it means something. And I'm actually happy that I'm in the sector now and that I'm finding my little tribe and it's not just me doing things. So the first person that I'm going to talk about is the spirit of the air, right? So the spirit of air was Alexyss K. Tylor. And when I got that before I went to sleep, I said, well, this means there's some type of bigger perspective going on here, right? I didn't get to look at it, so this is the first time I'm going to read this, okay? So it says, clarity and expansive perception of life is emerging. You're being advised to see life from a higher perspective. Clear out old mental clutter. Breathe. All is well. Do not be concerned. The cobwebs are being cleared away. Communicate your truth. Take care of details. Pay attention. And don't let things slip through the cracks. Take time to hear the truth of others. Spirit is whispering to you. Open your mind to see a situation in a new light. You said, hey, Shannon. You said, I don't know this girl, but if that's the tarot, you are giving face blue smiling. Oh, okay. But look, with Alexyss K. Tylor, I will not lie to you and tell you that she's not a reader. She is very much a reader. Her gifts are valid. But now is the time to see things from a broader perspective. She has a gift, and Spirit wants her to open up more. She has been isolated. She has been hurt. She has been in a situation, many situations where she's found herself being the victim, and it has hurt her. So when she talks, sometimes it's from pain, sometimes it's from wisdom, sometimes it's from going through stuff, learning all types of stuff. But the best thing about Alexyss K. Tylor is that she is a healer. But who heals the healer? And sometimes when a healer is bruised, their ears don't hear as much as they need to hear. And Spirit is asking her that it's okay. Spirit is telling her that it is okay to listen to how other people feel. Because if you understand where the pain comes from, you can help heal it. And healing others sometimes heals you. Okay? That was for Miss Alexyss K. Tylor. Okay? So for Miss Shannon McGee that is currently in my comment section, hey girl, hey. So Miss Shannon McGee had the medicine bag. And I hope you don't leave. Stay here because this is for you. And it came right to it. That means that Spirit wants me to tell you this. So, like I said, I didn't even look up the meaning behind this through Oracle until now. So, Miss Shannon McGee, your spirit guides want you to gather your resources. Be discerning. Vast inner power is growing in your life. Step back and let it grow. There are times to shine brightly for all to see, and there are also times to choose carefully who sees your true self. Choose wisely. Do not make hasty decisions. If it doesn't feel right, hold back. You're protected from any less than positive outside influences. Your capacity and potential are growing in leaps and bounds. And just to let you know what a medicine bag means, I understand what medicine bags, you're supposed to hold it dear to you. You have ancestors that love you and protect you. You don't need outside forces to help you in any type of way. You are blessed as well. Oh, well, it can be that. A lot of people say that until it's not that, right? You are blessed, and what's for you will be for you. When I heard Alexyss and her experience, there's one thing that came up for me just on a spiritual note. And like I said, I prayed on it. On a spiritual note, you have to always remember that you will always have, you're never in need. You don't have to pull your sword out. You don't have to do that. The universe will help you. And it will guide you from unnecessary things to a greater purpose. Okay? So that's what I have for you. So then we talk about Jamila. And Jamila has a very interesting thing because I get the talking stick sometimes too. So the talking stick talks about, this is for Jamila the Heretic Witch. Speak your truth. The soul loves the truth. Communicate from your heart and share your reality without hesitation. Be willing to stand before the crowd and share from your center. This isn't a time to be shy and hesitant. It's a time to heal through communication. You have the gift of a true leader through the way you communicate with others. Now, Jamila, you probably won't like this, but I'm going to tell you for real. You are needed, and there's a reason why Spirit led you to have a YouTube. You are very unique, and you are a teacher, and you are a healer as well. You can do that through your communication. You can do that through your channel. She doesn't have to. I feel like it's telling Jamila to stop lying so much. Wow. What it's really telling her is that she has so much to give the collective. Alexyss K. Tylor has a lot to give to the collective, and Jamila has a lot to give to the collective. Okay? If she is telling falsehoods and stuff, it's from her lower self. But there's a higher thing that she is meant to do. Now, I can talk about lower self stuff, but right now, I have to say this first before I get into anything else, because that's what I'm being led to do. Jamila, she has gifts. She has talents. And when she focuses on it, and when I don't know what she's been giving, but what I know from Spirit is leading me to speak. Both of these people have their own individual gifts. They can't do what the other person does, but they're valid in their own way. And I will give that to them. Girl, girl, that's a lot. Girl, that's a lot. But look, here's what I'm saying. I'm being led to be honest and fair. And then I'm going to be led to do this reading. Okay? So even though, Big Dazzle could be messy, but I'm being led to be honest and fair. And I'm going to say what I got for myself before I start this reading. I got the Spirit Keeper of the East. Okay? For myself, with the Spirit Keeper of the East, it talks about a new beginning. I want to do a new beginning on YouTube. Okay? It's a fresh cycle is occurring in your life. Wipe the slate clean. It's now time to release the old and start again. No matter what has happened in the past, it doesn't need to repeat itself in the future. So my thing is, for me, that's what it's giving me, right? So what I'm giving this is that people love. It's like, take the subscribers, the whatever out of it, and look at people for who they are truly. And there is learning, there is growth, and there is understanding what goes on underneath. And that's what I have to do first. Okay. So since I've done that, now we can talk about, yes, this is a soul cleansing beginning. Yes. So now we can talk about the updated stuff, right? So while I was out and about, I had some time in the car. And I did ask questions, like some preliminary questions about these people. And the one thing I knew about, let's just go down. With Jamila the Heretic Witch, she is a witch and she is valid, okay? No matter how bizarre things may be for anybody, no matter their practices, no matter their beliefs, no matter their creed, they're valid at something, okay? So I was asking, and here's some of the things I asked myself about this. I said, allegedly, Jamila claims that Alexyss K. Tylor, a.k.a. Tia Wilson, attempted to have her children murdered. Also alleges that she slandered and defamed her character and reputation. She also alleges that, Alexyss K. Tylor alleges that Jamila was trying to have some type of sexual romantic relationship with her son. There was a subscriber who reached out to Shannon and asked Shannon to reach out to, wow, that's a big accusation. Yes, it is. Asked Shannon to reach out to Jamila, because Jamila wanted to testify based on a character witness like type of thing against Alexyss K. Tylor. So I looked at all that. And like you said, Miss Goddess Raven, that is a big accusation to put on somebody. And then I thought to myself, we're in the spiritual community. We're not supposed to even be worried about all this, right? I'm supposed to see this from the beefing sector. You know, down when they bang, you know what I'm saying? You get off your proverbial front porch and you get the windmilling verbally and you say, fuck you, bitch. Yeah, fuck you, me. We supposed to be doing that over there. So I'm supposed to be wanting a new beginning and coming over here. And these are the accusations that I see. It's either they're putting hexes on each other. It's either they're putting shit on each other. One trying to kill the other. All types of bullshit. Right? Yeah, spiritual folks get messy. And I'm like, if we're supposed to be learning and going towards our higher self now, we must be really in the lowest chakra. You said I don't miss the beef section, girl. I tell anybody in the beef section, you come up to my house, recording my house, bitch, you will get robbed. Okay, that's just that on that. So I was like, when did it get here? Like, we supposed to be going through our higher selves. We must really be in the lowest chakra these days. We can't ascend. This is what we get. Who did it? So, girl, what else? What else I got from that? Then I also got, well, if she don't want nothing to do with toxic people, then why the hell is she reaching out to Shannon? You feel like Alexyss is a bad person. She's going through something with Alexyss. To be honest, it takes two to tangle. Shannon ran up at Alexyss' house, acting like she want to fight and all types of stuff. So she in the circus with Alexyss if Alexyss is that bad. So why do you want to be involved in that if you're trying to get away from that? And then I thought to myself, well, that's because you like drama too. And the reason why I thought that she liked drama too is that you can't always be a victim and reach out to drama. You know, I can't always be out here saying somebody doing something to me and I don't want to be bothered, but then I reach out to drama. So who's doing what? What's really going on? If you don't want to be bothered, you want to be left the fuck alone, why the fuck is you in somebody else's motherfucking business? For real. You know, I don't give a fuck what the fuck y'all went through. If you don't want to deal with that bitch no more, you want that bitch to be X'd out the fuck out your life, bitch, why the fuck are you involving yourself with the other bitch? And both of them is going to court trying to get restraining orders and all types of bullshit. What the fuck is you doing? That means, bitch, you're not no victim. Oh, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Fuck no. I found that shit out the hard way. Bitch, please. Just because somebody don't like my enemy, that don't mean I should like them. What the fuck is y'all talking about? But, you know, it sounds like some freaking beef sector shit. It don't sound like we trying to elevate and go higher. Okay? Let the shit go. It's a new beginning. It's about to be 2024. 2024, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 is 8. 8 is all about the material and the spiritual coming together. It's all about dreaming of it and then going to go get that shit done. Jamila out here sitting on all this motherfucking knowledge, sitting on all this shit to help others, and Spirit want her to because that's why she was told to make a YouTube page. And the best thing that you could do is talk to a bitch named Shannon McGee to get some motherfucking dirt on Alexyss K. Tylor and vice versa. I'm not no fucking lapdog. I ain't doing shit for nobody. I love you, but I ain't doing shit for you because ain't nobody doing shit for me when I get off here. Bitch, I got bills, bitch. I got a $400 electric bill that I ain't asking nobody to pay for. Period. Hold on, y'all. Let me shake up this seafood boil bag, and I'm about to get back, and I'm about to keep talking my shit, and we're gonna do this reading. Let me give y'all something to listen to real quick.
Hello, am I speaking with Dazzle?
Yeah, honey, you speaking to Dazzle.
Yes, oh my god, I'm so glad you answered the phone. I'm stressed the fuck out. I need a fucking read and this is blowing me. Everything is fucking blowing me. It seems like everything is going fucking right for me.
Okay.
Are you gonna be able to do that for me? Do you have time?
Oh yes, I have enough time. Go ahead. All you gotta do is relax. If you drink, get you a sip. If you smoke, take your hit. And we're gonna do this tarot reading, and we're gonna put you on your right path. Okay?
Yeah.
My bad, y'all. I had to shake up the bag because you know when you doing stuff, you gotta shake it up. So, that's how I feel about that Jamila stuff when it comes to her contacting Shannon McGee. Well, I feel like when it comes to the other people talking about giving donations or giving stuff for a reading, ooh, I can't see the comment section. But yeah, when I feel about the other people who have said that they have tried to give money to Alexyss, K. Tylor. They're saying that she's a scammer. Now, you have a man that came out here and said that he gave Alexyss K. Tylor $300 for a reading. $300 in the year of 2023 or 2022, 2021. That's a lot to just give without certainty of the product, or the service. Now, I know me. I charge $1 a minute. I ain't that whatever. I'm like, excuse me, y'all. I'm coming off of Ask the Answer. I used to be a tarot advisor on Ask the Answer. And it was $1 a minute. Okay. Now, my thing with this man, you don't just give $300 and don't have no consultations, don't have no time or day of when anything's going to happen. You don't have none of that. You're just giving $300 and saying, I want a reading. You gave the money first. Now, I'll be honest. If we talking about selling pussy, if you was a nigga and you wanted some pussy, do you go to the prostitute and give her the $300 first and then spin the block and then ask that prostitute for some pussy? No, you don't. Y'all gonna get y'all shit together first. You're gonna ask her what the prices are. I want a little head. I want a little ass. We're gonna go to this good location. And hey, I may pay you it out front. As soon as the coochie out, I might give you the $300. Or I might give you the $150. Spells or reading. The thing is, you don't really even know the price. You just giving up the $300. I need to talk to this bitch first. Fuck that. I don't care how renowned Alexyss K. Tylor is, bitch. I'm not giving a bitch I don't know $300 off bucks and then just wait on a reading. And the whole time she's telling you online that she do consultations first. And this, that, and the third. So you're not even following her rules to get a reading done. You're just giving up $300 and expecting a reading. Then after the fact, she's a fucking scammer. Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? That's what I get from that. Now with Shannon, my thing with Shannon, like in the previous reading, girl, look, on some spiritual stuff, Shannon don't need nobody to do no work for her. I heard she wanted to get some work done for her baby daddy and this, that, and the third. God got him. His trials and tribulations are lessons for him. Let him learn those lessons. Let him go through that because he's going to become a better person. I did a reading on that too. Okay? With you, girl, you're going to be okay too. You're not going to be out here stressing. You're not going to be out here. God don't want that for you. Your ancestors don't want that for you. Pray to your ancestors. Pray to God. Because they got the power. Not their bitch on YouTube got the power to help you, bitch. You do. I'm a big girl, and I know big girls too. Big girls are beautiful. But if you want people and you don't like your body, change it. If you don't like your situation, change it. You're angry and you do a lot of stuff. Her husband's a sex offender. If he is, guess what? God is making him go through that to see the error of his ways. Whatever he is going through, I don't give a damn. But that is his path. That is his life lesson. Let him learn it. Let him learn his lessons. Okay? Good, bad, or indifferent. Okay? But the point is that I'm making is don't nobody need nobody but God. The strength is in you. Okay? Y'all talk about protection and shit. Let me tell you something. The fact that you are here, and I sent this to Alexyss K. Tylor before, recently. The fact that you are here, living in this life, breathing air underneath these fucking stars, seeing the sun and shit, you are fucking special. You're a part of God, and you have a God seed within you. You don't need nobody to help you. I never heard of that either. But however, what I'm saying is that's his walk. That's his step. Do y'all understand what it means to have a life cycle and what it means to come in and choose your life? And, you know, on the spiritual level, on the soul level, he chose this on a soul level to learn something, whatever the fuck it is. Whatever the fuck it is. And at this point, let him learn the error of his fucking ways. So if he liked to molest people, allegedly, then he gotta learn that lesson of why it's not cool to molest the motherfuckers and why the fuck you felt like you wanted to be a molester in the first place. Let him learn that goddamn lesson. Well, you know what? I'll give you some real shit. You know, Hitler, on the spiritual level, he made that contract to be Hitler. Before he came into his life cycle, he knew that he was going to be a Hitler before he came into his life cycle. But yeah, he chose that life anyway on the soul level. So obviously, Hitler wanted to choose that shit because it meant something to the collective. That's what I'm saying. Okay? But look, that's what I got from these people. And then with Alexyss K. Tylor got to understand that there's seasons that goes on in your life. You know, she say I'm young, and I am young. I'm 33. But I'm not stupid. Okay? And I've been learning a lot of stuff that a lot of people at 33 don't even fucking know. Okay? And thank God that I learned them early instead of being 50 and learning it at 50, or being 70 and learning it at 70. I learned it at 30, before 33. I learned a lot about people. Okay. I learned a lot of lessons. I went through a lot of stuff. Okay. You said so God was on Hitler's side and felt he was a messenger. Girl, that's what you got from that? What I said was we choose our life cycle. Okay. So guess what? Obviously, Hitler chose his life cycle. You chose your life cycle. I chose my life cycle. Okay. The message is there is a lesson within your life cycle that you have to learn. There's a reason why you reincarnate. You don't just reincarnate because, oh, I just want to. No, you learn lessons in life. Through this life cycle, you're learning something. Okay. Isn't that what spirituality is about too? Learning to actually know thyself and get to a higher place, get closer to source, get closer to whatever experience. We're going to talk about the Kundalini experience too one of these days. But what I'm really just saying in a nutshell is that people are on their path for the good or for the bad. If he did something that he did and he is in jail for it, he is suffering the consequences for his actions. And you have to allow him to suffer those consequences of his actions, because that's how you learn. You learn. If you do something wrong and you suffer the consequences, through the consequences, you are learning. That's what I'm saying. If you never face consequences about the things that you do, you're never going to learn. That's what I'm trying to tell you as well. Anyway, so I was looking through all this, and all of this felt like a fight. Everybody wants to fight. Everybody wants to prove they're better than the next person. Everybody wants to say what they feel is right. Everybody is standing on whatever they want to stand on. And the problem is there's a bigger thing, right? There's so many good things that we can do. You know, Alexyss has a gift. And I thank her for sharing her gift. Well, you say he was a servant of Satan and bring about chaos. Chaos bring about the truth. Ooh. And, you know, she does her thing, and I'm happy that Spirit led her to create her channel. It led her to be visual. You know, it led her to go through all these different avenues. And I like that about her. She has a lot to teach people, right? But this thing right here, this mess, not only is she bigger than, everybody else is bigger than. Sometimes you have to see above the forest and see the horizon above the forest to understand what it is. Okay, so that's what I had meditated on, right? So to do an updated reading, people, and like I said, like this, I just wanted to come on and be messy and go mind my motherfucking business. That's what the fuck I wanted to do. I really did. I was just gonna be messy, say fuck all. But then I was like, no. That's what you get for meditating on shit first. That's what I get for meditating on shit and lighting white candles. Queen Raven Volcanica, Goddess Raven. Goddess Raven been having me, you know, worrying about other things, important things. And, you know, even Queen Drip got me worried about important things, other things that matter, things that uplift, things that make me better. And when I look at these people, I'm like, y'all don't see all the beautiful things I learned from you and Casey. Yes, even with Casey. I love the fact that even if she deviated from what she was doing initially, she is passionate and she is still knowledgeable. And I talked to her too. I talked to her on the phone a lot. And I love me some her. Okay? And at this point, what I want to know is, because the dying question is, who won this quote battle? Right? So, then I'm going to ask this, though. Just think about it like this. If Alexyss K. Tylor won a year restraining order against Shannon, would it be bad if they can't be around each other? She can't come around her. She can't come around her. Would it be a bad thing? Y'all want to heal and move past stuff? Will it be bad? Can't nobody be around each other? Can't no one say nothing crazy to each other? You know, like I said in the previous reading, y'all are adults. Y'all can literally just walk away. Y'all don't have to say shit about each other. Don't have to mention each other. Y'all can just walk away and go in opposite directions, and none of y'all have to cross paths ever again in life. So if someone got granted a restraining order, would it be a bad thing? Well, I'm doing fine. I'm a little tired because I've been running around. Like, when I mean by like, ooh, hold on, y'all. I got to take out this seafood bag real quick. I told y'all I had my seafood going, y'all. Hold on. Trying to get the food together. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. Ooh. I had to take the bag out, y'all. I'm so pressed. Can I ask a question? Yeah. So they can just move away and they can never talk to each other again. They don't have to deal with each other. They don't have to be around each other. They can just... It's not a win for both parties. You know, Shannon doesn't have to worry about Alexyss. Alexyss doesn't have to worry about Shannon. It's not a win. Like, I wouldn't care if someone had a restraining order on me who I don't like because I don't want to be around them. And that's vice versa. So, I mean, it's not a bad idea. Oh, wow. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open up the... Oh, this is what I'm going to do, y'all. So, I'm going to invite, while I'm doing this reading. And whoever want to come up, they can come up. And they can speak. Okay? I'm not going to judge anyone. I'm not going to be whatever. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. Spirit, just tell me. Who won this court case? Who did the judge favor in this situation? After learning everything this judge learned, you said you feel as though the beef was created from spiritual jealousy. It could have been that too. But even if it was from spiritual jealousy, the problem is, on some real stuff, what God got for you, God has for you. Okay? On some real stuff. God can give someone one thing and then give you another, and you guys can both prosper and create beautiful things from whatever God gave you. You know, everyone has a God seat in them. Everyone is important. You said definitely jealousy. Mm-hmm. So, who did the judge side with? 1, 2, 3. That's Shannon. Who did the judge side with? 1, 2, 3. That's Alexyss. And I want to know, how does the judge feel about this? Period. Because I know that judge, after hearing everything, that judge was like, I know that judge been wanting to go on break for a long time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I want to know how the judge feel first. The judge felt conflicted. Okay. You know, this is the Tarot of Wonderland, right? This judge felt conflicted. This judge looked at both sides and straddled the fence a lot of the time. You know that chastiser cat from Alice in Wonderland? They play the moon. The moon is intuitive and they know. You know, it's a feminine energy. It's very intuitive. And this judge just knew what was going on. So it was very hard to choose a direction to take. Okay, so with Alexyss, with Shannon McGee, you had the King of Pentacles in the reverse. And with Alexyss K. Tylor, you got the star upright. Alexyss K. Tylor, it was in her favor for the most part. She got her wish fulfillment, okay? She prayed about it. The star is something that was supposed to happen. I wouldn't be surprised if the way things happened was a lesson for her, because Spirit wants her to see it from a wider perspective also. So this was a lesson for her to see things from a different point of view and to listen and to open her heart and to open her eyes to people and what they say and how they act and where it's really coming from. I can say she got something right. She got the star card, goddess. something happened in her favor. Okay? In this situation. But I do feel like there's a lot of things because there's a letter in the water. Right? This letter is contained in more than one paragraph if you look. So I feel like spiritually, I think Spirit is trying to tell her something. And it's going to be for her greater good. And it's going to help her on her journey to heal others. Okay? So maybe Alexyss needs to, really evaluate all the things that has happened. And really understand why they happened and how they happened. And look at the workings of it all. That's what I will say. Because the fact that this judge is conflicted and justice is blind, like they're not out here being biased. They're looking at both parts. And the fact that this judge was initially conflicted is telling you, like, yeah, you might have gotten your way in some type of way in this stuff, but there's a lot to assess and reevaluate. Over here for Shannon, she has the King of Pentacles in the reverse. She needs to reassess. The King of Pentacles is usually grounded. It's all about stability, security, and wealth. This person is someone that is straight up stable, who make good decisions that betters them in those three areas. But in the reverse, this person may worry about finances. This person may have this attitude like you can't tell them nothing. This person could be losing money. This person could be going through a lot of things right now. And this is something, to me, I feel like even if that judge did not rule in her favor, the fact is, it's releasing you from a situation so you can focus on the things that matter. Okay? That's what I will say. Focus on the things that matter. You can be a firecracker. I see you got a little attitude. And when that attitude get a little heated, you're going to put your hands in the situation. And see, I know that energy. I've been a part of that energy before. Bitch, I used to knock and buck too. I was like, we knocking, all that shit. I'm putting the foot to ass. But I think what this really is saying is, this is a situation where go your separate way. We don't have to see each other. Let's focus on what Shannon needs to do for Shannon. Hello. Hey, girl, hey. That's my baby coming down. She was like, hello. And I was like, hey, girl, hey. Focus on what Shannon needs to do. It's a lot of things. Like, even with me, I wanted to just come in and do, but I had to wake up this morning and I had to do my errands. I had to get these gifts. I had to wrap these gifts. I had to clean up. I had to make food. I had to see where my money was at because a bitch got to pay some bills, bitch. And you know what I'm saying? I'm $400 in the bucket for the utility bill, bitch. Because I said, fuck it, let me go ahead and buy some Christmas gifts. I done fucked up my priorities. I got other shit to worry about. So please don't think I'm judging, but it really do feel like that. You losing in other parts of life that you have to pay attention to, because this isn't really a situation that needed to escalate, but it escalated and it happened to teach someone some things. That's what I'm getting from that. Okay. And it's not to down Shannon. It's not to down Alexyss. Hell, it wasn't even down Jamila. I ain't got no problem with no goddamn body. I'm trying to be in this sector, and I'm trying to get my spiritual energy up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go from a caterpillar to a butterfly. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to fly and shit. And I come up in here and y'all knocking and bucking like the beef sector. Y'all doxing each other. Y'all showing shit to each other. Y'all talking mess about each other. Your work don't work. This person don't work. Well, goddamn, no wonder why people call y'all all scammers, including me too sometimes. And I'm like, well, goddamn. We don't give them nothing to work with when they see the drama. You know, I just be wanting everybody to just love on each other, and I think that's what we really do need to do. So I do have a guest called Little Duck. Don't be coming on here starting no drama, okay? Because I done finished my seafood boil. You know what I'm saying? My kids is like, girl, when you ready to get the fuck off here. Yes, folks are messy in dark arts. That's why I love. Oh, they dropped down. I was just about to put them up. Hopefully they come back up. Yeah, folks are messy in dark arts. That's why I'm like, all I want to do is fly someone dabbling in it. Yes. And I ain't with none of that. But what I do know is I am protected. Yeah, go hit the link again. Because you came up and then you disconnected. Hit it again. Because I don't have no problem with nobody. I really don't. And I just want everybody to see the bigger picture. The bigger picture of it all is that we have so many other things to do in this life. We have so many other things to give in this life. And, you know, this was a lesson, but let's move on. It's hurtful. It could have been hurtful, but let's just move on.
Hello, Miss Dazzle.
And this is Duck. Hello, Duck. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm out here chilling. You know, my babies is upstairs. They like, girl, when is that seafood boy you done? Because we ready to dip our little crab legs.
I know that's right. We're doing a non-traditional Christmas meal at my household too. We're doing like a seafood pasta. We do it like almost every year. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, what's in it? Shrimp and stuff in the groove.
Yes, shrimp. We're doing I want to say shrimps. Maybe my mama is cooking it, so I really don't know what all is in it. She likes to do scallops. Is it scallops? Yep. And I think that's about
Yes.
it. Yep, that's her. That's all her.
Girl, look, so I did the easy way out because I had been building up on this seafood boil for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So it was already in my freezer, right? But
Oh.
on Christmas, I'm going over my mama's house because she cooking and stuff. And I'm like, that's something I ain't got to do.
Same. I'm here right now with mine, and I'm letting her cook everything.
Everything.
Yes, ma'am. But
So, girl, what you got to put in towards this situation, girl?
well, yes, ma'am. I just want to come here and say, first of all, I didn't really want to say anything that was negative. So I want to start by saying I appreciate what you're doing, just doing the tarot reader, because I feel like it takes a lot for readers. And I feel like people like to kind of like confuse y'all, make it seem like y'all don't know what y'all talking about. And I really feel like you're doing a good job. So I want to start by saying that. And I myself have been, on watching this whole thing unfold with Alexyss and Shannon, and it's really sad to me, because they're adults, and I'm in my late 20s. I'm 26. So I didn't really grow up watching Alexyss because I think she was more popular in the early 2000s. I was in high school, or middle school. So seeing this, I just really got into watching Alexyss's videos because my mama used to watch Alexyss, and I was really inspired by the things that she was talking about with vagina power. But this past few years, I'm going to say this past year, I feel like everything just got turned around. I don't know. Maybe it was because I don't know what Alexyss is going through personally, but just
Girl,
seeing
don't
her.
hold on. Just in case you hear anything in the background, that's my dog. I
Oh,
finally let him out the cage, and he got that big old bone, and he wanna on the bone and stuff, girl. But I'm sorry, just in case, I just wanted you to know.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I'm sorry. I need to just get to the point. But you're fine about the dog. But yeah, I just feel like this last year it just showed me so much about like who to look up to and who to just I want to say admire and who to just, maybe take a step back from looking up to. I'm not trying to disrespect Alexyss because I think she's awesome. I think what she does is amazing. But I think that I myself have like a habit of putting a lot of people on pedestals. So I feel like I put Alexyss on a pedestal this past year, and seeing how she and Shannon had interacted with each other, it just really kind of made me take a step back and looking up to older people. Because I feel like the way that first of all, the way that Alexyss had talked about Shannon like a dog, even if the stuff that she was saying about Shannon is true, it really was too much for me. She called her a drug addict. She said this, that, and the third. I'm like, damn, this is your friend, and I'm in my 20s. If I cannot look up to somebody who says that about people and think that that's okay. I mean, that's for me myself. I have a child myself. I have a 2-year-old. I don't want to look like keep putting older people on pedestals like that and look up to them and then try to like follow whatever they're saying and then allow myself to kind of like follow what they do, if that makes any sense, like, and that's what I learned within myself this year, and it's like making me want to come closer and closer to God. So I'm saying all this basically to say is I'm upset with both Alexyss and Shannon for how they acted because I feel like they could have handled everything differently. Shannon, I'm sorry that I guess you trusted Alexyss with your personal information. I hate that she kind of like threw it all out there in public. But at the same time, Shannon, you was wrong to go over that girl's house like that and be screaming at her front yard, at her front lawn.
And throwing bricks and playing on her phone.
Right, and playing on her phone like that, Shannon, come on, girl. And then I feel like when you try to tell Shannon stuff, she don't listen. She's like, no, forget that. This, that, and the third. Alexyss, you did this. Alexyss, you did that. It's like, okay, but you guys were friends. And I feel like when you're a friend with somebody, there's stuff you just don't do. Like, I would not, like, for example, if I had a fallout with you and you told me personal stuff about your life, your childhood, if you went to jail or not, I would not get on social media and talk.
That's the last thing I would think about is to talk about your family when I have to fall out with you. I'm not really talking about your personal business. I'm just call you bitches and hoes and fuck you, bitch.
Right, exactly. Like if we're friends and we like go through stuff and I bought you this and you bought me that, there's nothing in the world that would make me want to go on a public platform where hundreds of thousands of people can see and tell people that you used to dabble in this. You used to do like these are people that you don't know everybody online. You get what I'm saying? So
and they're gonna take whatever side they want to take based on what you guys are presenting. And the truth is, though, and I do want to just put some more things into the mix because it's layered. The truth is, people are human. We fall short of the glory sometimes. So sometimes what we end up doing is we show our worst sometimes. And I think, to be honest, both her and Shannon was going through a crisis.
I think you're right.
And I do think that, it showed the worst. But there is something to gain from this. There's a lot of knowledge for both parties to walk away from, and understand. I don't think that Alexyss is inherently a bad person. I don't even think Shannon is inherently a bad person. These are people who's walking different lives. And their lives has crossed paths. And wherever they were in that moment, when it crossed, it didn't mix well.
You're right.
And I do feel like it's a lesson for Alexyss. And it's a lesson for Shannon. Alexyss is a healer. And she knows her stuff. But I do think Alexyss at the time needed somebody. She probably didn't want to admit that. But she did.
I believe it too.
And I think that was Shannon. Shannon needed help, but didn't want to ask for help. She wanted to work for it, but didn't want to get paid for it. But she needed it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that. And I
think it was some ego in that.
From both of them. I think for both of them.
And if Shannon is listening, I'm going to tell Shannon, just like I told Jamila, I have no issue with neither one of you women. I feel like God put you on this earth to be successful in your own right, whatever that lane is. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like with Alexyss, God put her on this earth to be successful in her own right, whatever that lane is. And
Mm-hmm.
to be honest with you, Jamila, I listen to her sometimes, and Jamila, when I listen to her and she does like panels and stuff, like sometimes I listen to her and I like the knowledge that she has too in her area of knowledge. She does have knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
and she is valid as well.
Oh yeah.
So both women are valid. It's
Mm-hmm.
just that getting past the hurt and the pain, and a lot of times I tell people, do not say permanent shit on minor shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's a situation that we ain't gotta go through, I'm not gonna say no permanent shit to you.
Right. Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Especially
Minor shit is like fuck you, bitch. I don't give a fuck. But permanent shit is fuck you, fuck your kids, fuck your motherfucking dog, bitch. I hope that motherfucking bitch die. That's the permanent shit. Don't do no permanent shit on shit that can be fixed and moved the fuck on. Everybody's already grown.
right, right. And then you're absolutely right. I love how you put that. Because they're friends too. You don't do that to your friends.
Yeah, if somebody relied on you and you were representing yourself in a certain manner to that person, there was some type of trust in that. And if the trust was broken, it was broken.
Mm-hmm.
But however, y'all can still go about your merry way.
Mm-hmm.
There's never a need past a certain season in your life that go around here knucking and bucking like you in your 19, 20, 21 era. You know. Yeah.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. 18, 19, 20, 20. Matter of fact, all the way up to 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, let me be more technical, not 2023. When I was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, bitch, you couldn't tell me nothing, girl. I was out this, I'd be at your door throwing shit at your window.
I cannot. I know a little bit about that too, girl. I'm not gonna tell my
I know
business.
about that life. I know about jumping in somebody's house and dragging them out the house, even though
Look,
that
we had to
now
do what we had to do.
yeah, now it felt dangerous because now in hindsight 2020, if that bitch wanted to blow me away, that bitch
Uh-huh.
wouldn't have faced no jail time.
Yeah. I think people are getting crazier now too. I think something with
Yeah.
COVID, I feel like something happened. Just the whole world just changed and people are just crazier. But yeah,
But the
girl.
truth is, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Mhm.
The best thing that Alexyss did was record.
Mhm.
Because if you get it on recording, can nobody say that's not what they did?
You're right.
So if she showed, and I don't know this for a fact, but if she showed it to a judge, that judge would be like, well, Alexyss doesn't seem like a threat. You seem like a threat. You're at her house on her property
Mhm.
saying this, that, and the third, and doing this, that, and the third. So, and like I said, even when it comes to Shannon's work situation, we all grown. I
Mhm.
know better than to threaten nobody and be in my work uniform. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
That don't sound right. It sounds like I don't give a fuck about this job and I put it all on the line to beat your ass, bitch. Fuck it. I'll get another job. Fuck this job.
right. You're
But we
right.
living in the age where shit is hard now. Bills is hard. You know, I damn near didn't even want to. Oh, she dropped down, but I damn near even wanted to even get any Christmas gifts for my babies. I have bonus babies, but they're still my babies. I damn near wanted to do that. But all in all, y'all, thank you, Little Duck, for coming on. Oh, you came back on? Okay.
Sorry about that. I accidentally pressed the button.
But
But you're
yeah,
right.
but what I'm really trying to say is that,
Mhm.
this is something that we don't have to do.
You're right.
Nobody has to do this.
You're right. And that's what I feel too. I feel like it could have been handled differently because they're older women. So they have a life experience. They didn't have to come online like that. They could have talked it out. Shannon was wrong for going on her property. Alexyss did try to defend herself and she was right to record. It's just a lot of stuff. It just I think it just escalated. I think it escalated because they have their own personal problems, and then plus this, so just magnify everything. And
And
now,
again, I don't know Shannon, but what I will like to say to Shannon is that, again, like I said, before I did this, that's why it took so long for me to get to this little itty bitty reading, because y'all gotta understand how I thought about it. I do want to say to Shannon is that, her guys love her ancestors love her, and I don't know if she feel like she need work done and she need this and she need that. Sometimes you have to talk within, you know, talk to your ancestors, talk to God, talk to source, get that God power from within. You don't need it from nobody. You know, you made it this far in life.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people be like, "Oh, well, you need protection." Well, guess what? There's no guarantee that you made it to your age.
Right.
How did I make it to 33 living in the hood in DC?
Oh, girl, that's God.
I
Definitely
wasn't
God.
protected at all, not one bit. I got shot in the leg and grazed in the side of my head.
Oh, Lord Jesus. What?
I had to be here. I had to, how okay, well, my situation was I had to, the way they were shooting, they was coming up the street in the car, and we had no choice but to run down the street and pass that car head on.
Oh, wow.
So if I'm not protected, then I shouldn't even have been here.
You're
Life
right.
is short. And like I said, I sent something to Alexyss, and I think this is good for the masses. And, you know, like I said, I'm into physics, I'm into science, I'm into logic, I'm into a lot of other stuff other than spirituality. So sometimes when I speak, I don't sound like a conspiracy theorist. Sometimes I don't even believe in half the conspiracy theories because I'm looking at it from a logical, honest point of view.
Right.
All right.
Yep.
And I think that's the best way to look at things.
I think so too. It's good to have like a broaden your horizons, because I think
Mm-hmm.
when you talk about spirituality, because it's not something you can see, it's good to have something that's concrete, like talking about a science, or like you said, physics, which is a part of science, or talking about mathematics. It's good to have that grounding, and that's
Yeah.
something that everybody
Mhm.
can reference, because not everybody can reference something in spirituality. I feel like even though spirituality is like the first thing that people always say, the first thing that happens when something happens first, it happens in spirit. So even though that's the first thing that something could be created in or something could die in, it's not something you can physically see. Like, people can't physically see God, they can't physically see Jesus, or some people may be able to, I don't know, but the whole world can't physically see them as a collective. We don't all have the same experience of seeing spirits.
Mhm.
But we can all physically go into a book and read a book about math, or read a book about God, or read a
Oh,
book
we can
about.
actually like look, like it's
Mm-hmm.
there. God is there. Like, I
Right.
had a conversation with my grandmother, and before I do this little thing, and then I'm gonna be off.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I had a conversation with my grandma. We was talking about the Big Bang Theory, and we were talking about how it took asteroids to collide together to create Earth in itself. It took different asteroids to keep doing it and keep doing it, and it had elements on it. Like, water is not even native to Earth. People
Mm-hmm.
don't know that water came in from an asteroid.
Wow, I didn't
People don't
know this.
remember that. And so you think about that, and you just think when God was creating this galaxy, because there's many galaxies,
Mm-hmm.
there's many solar systems, there's many stars that have planets with the potential of life gravitating around it. It's many of.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think about it like that, that is God, because
Mm-hmm.
God had to create. If He is a creator God, then of course He's putting asteroids together, and of course He's making stars. Of course
Mm-hmm.
He's making black holes. Of course He's doing this and doing that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That and you're right. That is God. You're right. That is something we can see. Thank you for correcting
That's
me. You're
proof. That's
absolutely
proof of
right.
God right there. Matter of fact, to be more technical, at any given point right now, Earth, if it moves the wrong way, can go through the fucking sun.
Mm, girl, I didn't even think about that.
You know, I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying. So, anywho, I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna
Hmm.
ask how you feel about it, and then we gonna log out.
Okay, girl.
There's been about 100 billion people who have ever lived.
Wow, really?
Yes. Do you know how many people can exist? You take a look at the genes, find out how many combinations of genes can make an authentic human being. And it is stupendously larger number than the 100 billion. What it means is you are alive against stupendous odds. You are breathing air, observing sunsets, gazing into the night sky. Most people who could exist will never experience that.
It's the gift. Because most people that could exist, mathematically,
Will never exist.
so right there you are
You are as special a living entity as there ever was.
How do you
Wow.
feel about that?
That is so beautiful. I almost feel like crying. I was going through a lot recently, and I was like, I want to do more. I don't know how to do more. And I was just like reflecting my life. And I was thinking to myself, I'm supposed to be like a multi-dimensional being. And then you play that, and it's just like reminding me that I'm here for a reason, you know?
You are a multi-dimensional being. That's the point.
Amen.
It ain't what
Yeah,
you're
you're
supposed to
right.
be. You are,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I'm going to give to Miss Alexyss K. Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give to Miss Shannon McGee,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I'm going to give to Jamila the Heretic Witch.
Amen.
All of them are supposed to be here. They are valid. They are important. They are love from the Creator. And all this shit that's going online ain't nothing but some bullshit.
Amen.
And learn from it, move past it, and use it to fuel you going forward in a positive way. So that's what I really have for everybody. So
Wow.
I don't know if it's a bad thing the way I did it or if it's a
Oh
good
no.
thing, but I'm going to use it as such and I'm going
Mhm.
to take my own message and apply it to my own life.
I love it. I'm me as well. Thank you so much, girl. I appreciate you.
Well, thank you so much for coming on, y'all. And thank y'all
Mhm.
so much for tuning in. Please give me a like. And, this year is going to be a little bit different for 2024. I want to do things that matter.
Amen. Amen. And
Okay?
you will. I believe it.
All right.
You will, girl.
Oh, and I accept that. And you're going to do things that matter too because you are important.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. You are as well. Yes, you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I will. I will.
All right. Love y'all for real.
Have a
All right.